Live from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Game 2 of the American League Wildcard Series coming your way on the show. It's the New York Yankees going up against the Kansas City Royals. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shampi. Well, it's only Game 2, Singy, but in a 3-game series, we're already looking at an elimination game.
You know, Boog, the short series is exciting for the fans, but, man, it can be nerve-wracking for the players and the coaches because, just like you said, lose Game 1 and suddenly the entire season's on the line. So this should be interesting to see how these two teams approach this one.
First pitch coming your way next. And today's starter, Noah Cameron. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout. Take a look at the lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Chris.
Yeah, Boo. They understand various situations and think ahead of the opponent. Teams like this know how to get down to business and focus on the task at hand.
It's Aaron Judge now. Softly hit to third. Garcia sends it to first. Judge out on the play.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Giancarlo.
2 down, bases empty. Giancarlo Stanton getting ready to hit. Ground ball up the middle. Witt over to first. That ends the frame. The Royals will get their chance now at a scoreless ballgame. You're watching the American League Wildcard Series on the show. Back here in Kansas City, the lefty on the mound for the Yankees, Carlos Rodon. Singy, he's got a chance to do something pretty special here.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Line drive and base hit. And a man aboard. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. Late with the swing there. Chisholm tosses to first. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Base hit into the outfield. Playing home, he's safe. And it's 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
One down. Now, Vinny Pasquantino. 3-1 is on the way. This one in the air, center field. Grisham under it. He makes the grab. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Here's a 1-1. Runner on the go. Pitch inside. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
No, he had that base stolen as soon as he broke for second. Such a huge lead. The pitcher's got to find a way to help out his catcher, especially if he doesn't have a great throwing arm. Step off the rubber, shrink that lead somehow, create a little bit more time, or maybe you can prevent that stolen base.
Man at second. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Inning over, and it could have been worse. A run on 2 hits, and they lead 1. Second inning coming up here in Kansas City. It's the Royals 1 and the Yankees nothing. Back here at Kauffman Stadium. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. This park is absolutely electric for this game. Such a great postseason atmosphere. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. The 1-1 is cut on and missed to the pitch upstairs.
Nothing like the drama you get in the postseason, Boog. Love being a part of these games.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. In the air, left side. Collins on the move, and there's 2 away. So up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. On the ground, right side. On to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. After an inning and a half, it's 1-0. We head to the bottom of the second. So here's the Royals DH, Jonathan India.
Whoa, that's down.
Swing and a foul out of play. The 2-2. On the ground to first. Oh, look at the stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Here's Lane Thomas now. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. That one lifted to left. Jones gets under it. 2 away now.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Outside low. Ball 3. In the air to left center. Jones coming on. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that will end the inning. Nothing across here this half. We played 2 full. It's the Royals 1 and the Yankees nothing. Wild Card Series Game 2. On to the 3rd inning. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. Hard hit left side. Witt over to first. And 1 away in the top of the 3rd.
Batting in the third baseman, Jose Caballero.
So up next for New York, Jose Caballero. That one ripped but foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 1-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Pasquantino. 2 down.
Batting now, the left fielder, Spencer Jones.
Here's the left fielder, Spencer Jones. 2 down, nobody on. That one fouled off. Sets him down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. 9 straight retired here to start the game. You're watching the American League Wildcard Series on the show. Back here in Kansas City, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Nick Lofton steps in for the Royals. And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball in the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Now the left fielder, Isaac Collins.
The left fielder, number 1, Isaac Collins.
The 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. That one drilled left field. That's back. And that one hops the wall. Throws to second. And that's a double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. And it's second. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Collins headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Tag, not in time. He's safe. It's 2-zip.
Comes through with the RBI. Just one of those seen on-base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a run. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. Still 2 challenges left for them.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And there's a base hit to the left. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Now here is Vinny Pasquantino. Swing and a miss.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that one is inside. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in Game 2 of the Wild Card Series. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And that'll load the bases.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Challenge from behind the dish here. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. No challenges left for them now. And here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. This one in the air right field. Judge really on his horse for this one. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. Witt scores, and they take a 3-run lead.
Well, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind could have advanced, but they'll take what they got.
2 outs, runners at first and second. Jonathan India steps in for the Royals. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 3 innings complete. It's the Royals 3 and the Yankees nothing. Back here at Kauffman Stadium as we go to the top of the 4th. Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees. On the ground. Makes the sliding stop to first. And that's a great play for the out. A great sliding stop. I think we need a breakdown from StatCast to fully appreciate the difficulty of that play.
Yeah, Bill, these numbers show how good of a play it actually was. And that sliding catch was difficult enough, and somehow he still managed a great throw to first. What a play.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. Judge comes up empty there. The Yanks yet to pick up a hit here. That's ripped into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And he'll pull into second safely.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
One out, runner at second. Here's Stanton now. Man at second. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Breaks his bat, pops it up. Takes it in for the out.
The batter number 13, second base, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. And that one ripped to left. That's a base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. The 1-2. Here's a high chopper. Lofton over to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Yanks strand a pair. They trail it here 3-0. Ready to go, bottom 4. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Nope. That's inside.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
And next up for the Royals, Cameron Meisner.
Oh, that's just out.
Got him swinging. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. 2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in, Nick Lofton. And he can't come up with it. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Nothing doing for the Royals, but they lead at 3-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. The 1-1. Bounce to third. Garcia fires to first on the run. Pretty nice play there.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
That one ripped left field. That's got a chance. Gone. That one felt good, and they inch closer. It's 3-1.
I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
1 down. Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees. Fouled off. He was late. 2-2 now. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first. Got the out.
Up next to the Yankees, the left fielder, Spencer Jones.
Here's the left fielder, Spencer Jones. 2 down, nobody on. Here in Game 2 of the Wild Card Series. Swinging a foul straight back. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next to the Yankees, the first baseman.
Here's Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And that is that. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching the American League Wildcard Series on the show. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Will Warren.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So the Royals batting order turns over. Isaac Collins now at the plate. Warren, 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round in 2021. Hammered, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here's a 1-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Ryan Yarbrough, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Hill getting loose as well. Collins on at first. Nobody out. Out towards right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Lead runner around second. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Here's the third baseman, Michael Garcia. The 1-1. And that one is lifted in the air. That's a base hit as a run scores. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
Well done, drives in the run. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Now a chance for Vinny Pasquantino. A big swing and a miss. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 1-2 now. Struck him out looking. Salvador Perez. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. 2 on, 1 out. Strike 2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Save! And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. Here comes Lane Thomas. 2 on, 2 outs. Swings and misses, struck him out. They limit the damage here. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. We're through 5. It's the Royals 5 and the Yankees 1. We're back with a look at key moments so far in this one. Aaron Judge, the next to hit.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Check swing went around, and it's 1-2. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Making 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. The Yankees down by 4, and we're the top half of the 6th. Clips the corner. That is strike 2.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Got him swinging.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. 2 down, nobody on. In there at the knees, and the count is 2-2. On the ground, right side. Lofton tosses to first, and that's the third out. 1-2-3, go the Yankees. They're down 5-1. Back here in Kansas City, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Cameron Meisner steps in for the Royals. There's a swing and a drive. Doesn't have enough. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. The 1-2.
Oh, that's out.
Way high. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this. So man aboard. And next up for the Royals, Nick Lofton. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss at 96. Struck him out. One down.
Well, he just had no answer for that hard inside fastball right there. Just blew it by him. And not every pitcher likes working inside, especially with 2 strikes. They don't want to hit a batter and waste an opportunity to put him away. But if you can locate that fastball just like he did, most hitters aren't looking for it. And it becomes very difficult to get a piece of.
Now fly ball to right center. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Bobby Witt.
And now it's Bobby Witt Jr. Swings through that one for strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Slow roller up the middle. In plenty of time to first, and Witt is out. That's the third out. Royals lead 1. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Wild Card Series, Game 2. And stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells. The Yankees looking to rally. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Oh, that's inside.
On the outside corner, got him looking. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Noah Cameron won't go any further, and he exits with a nice lead. Threw the ball well, and we'll have a new pitcher when we come back.
Now pitching for the
John
Royals,
Schreiber into the game.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
The Royals leading by 4 here in the late stages of Game 2. That one 95 to finish him off. Now here's Trent Grisham. And a 1-1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Pitch misses. Now 2-2.
He missed the zone, but I don't think he missed his spot. That was a good pitch with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Third out. So the Yanks go in order. They're down here 5-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Yarbrough.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Back here at Kauffman Stadium, this offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That's back there. And that one is out of here. A solo shot. And they add on. It's 6-1.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Vinny Pasquantino digs in now. The count 2-1. Foul ball there. And now it's filled up. Movement in the Yankees pen. Tim Hill getting loose out there. Weathers warming up as well. Payoff pitch. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. One away. Salvador Perez will hit next. Here's a 1-1. And that one pulled foul. Tap back to the mound. On to first. 2 away.
The batter, number 6, designated hitter.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Ryan Yarbrough departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Tim Hill. Jonathan India at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Here's Lane Thomas. Chisholm throws to first in time, and Thomas is out. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. The Royals get a run in the inning on this solo homer. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're watching the American League Wildcard Series on the show. We go to the 8th. Leading off, Jose Caballero. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. John Schreiber done for the night, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Lucas Ursig.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Into the outfield, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Spencer Jones getting ready to hit. That one finds the zone. That's strike 2.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
The Royals leading by 5 here in Game 2 of the Wild Card Series. And that one missing low. mph to finish him off.
Well, I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Grounds one to short. Off balance feed. There's one. Double play. What a quick killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Royals 6 and the Yankees 1. Back here in Kansas City, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Cameron Meisner steps in for the Royals. The 1-1. In the air to left down the line. And a foul ball. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Here's a 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2. Stays alive. And a 1-2 again. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So digging in, Nick Lofton. Hill, in his 8th season, he features a sinker, a 4-seamer, and he works in a slider. Line to right center field. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
So back to the top of the order. And here is Isaac Collins. Up the middle, Volpe. The flip, but it's not in time. Base hit.
The batter, number 7.
So up now for Kansas City, Bobby Witt Jr. Back up the, oh, that got him. No chance for a play, and let's hope the left-hander's not hurt out there. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
So bases all loaded up. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. And that's a little bit high. 2-2.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Ripped to first, caught.
A perfect result for the defense. A line drive out that doesn't score a run, and it takes away the opportunity for that sacrifice fly. You can't ask for much more. That's the outcome they wanted.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Tim Hill out of the game. And he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him. New arm out of the bullpen, Jake Bird.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Vinny Pasquantino. Line drive, that's a base hit. 1 run is in. Ball comes in, Runner stops at third. Bases still loaded with 2 out.
With the bases juiced, he refused to get pull happy. He stayed within himself, drove the ball to center field. That'll get across a run.
Salvador Perez, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Line drive, and that's the inning. So they get 1, but end up leaving the bases loaded. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning. Royals out front. All set to start the 9th in this one. And stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Collins moving under it. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Yankees,
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. 1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. That one in triple digits. Throw to first. Ball arrives too late. He's on safely after the drop third strike. Next to hit, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Man at first, 1 away. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
No, inside.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Yankees with only 1 out remaining.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
So it's their last chance in this one. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Ursig is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game. So Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
And a 7-1 finish in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.